All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
And right away, he lost the football. And the Dolphins have got it.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. They run it with Balaj. It's a 5-yard pickup, so essentially they get the penalty yardage back, and it's back to 2nd and 10.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Feel it. I got you, son. Jim.
Throwing on 2nd down. Fitzpatrick. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You've got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Mike 36. Rip right. Watch 36.
Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
48 right now. Let's go. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Go. Go.
Toss play to Balaj. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Strong. Mike 48. Mike 48. Push him back. Push him back.
3rd and goal for Fitzpatrick. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Now Fitzpatrick on 4th down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. He's at the 50, the 40, the 30, 10, and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. So they go for it on 4th and goal, hoping to get 6, and it's 6 the other way.
If hindsight is 20/20, they would have gone ahead and kicked the field goal, but by being aggressive, it actually cost them. Give up 6 points going the other way.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on 2nd down.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. You're not ready. You're not ready. 57. Mike, 57.
From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Mike Gesicki, 48 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talked about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. These 2 teams all tied after 1. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the toss, here's Balaj. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kalen Balaj, 26 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit. But for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? And turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Christian Wilkins with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's a right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, 5-0, 5-0, 5-0. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. So don't say nothing. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. Looking left side, and it's complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The run there on 1st down gets him a yard to the 26. And on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Jackson. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Aqib Talib, the veteran Pro Bowler, there to get a hand in, knock it away. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Raekwon McMillan coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Throwing on 3rd and long. Jackson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier Howard, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot. And that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Come on, boy. Come on, boy. Feel it. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
First down, Fitzpatrick. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Regular. 57, 57's low. Yo. Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. Double.
Throwing again. Fitzpatrick. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So now after the sack, 3rd and long, and Fitzpatrick and company a little work to do.
57's Mike 57. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight D. Don't let him breathe, defense.
3rd and long for Ryan Fitzpatrick. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
All right, take the high. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Now Balaj. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
57. Mike, 57. Get that quarterback at all costs. Let's 57.
From the gun, Fitzpatrick. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges.
Balaj. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
On 2nd and a yard, Fitzpatrick. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That one a first down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
20! 57. Watch twist.
They'll run here with Balaj. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
PPP. Mike, 36. Mike, 36. It's been a long day for you.
On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick on Wassor. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Xavier Howard with a good coverage that time as he was there and knocked it away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Jackson now throwing again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. But now it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Jackson from the shotgun. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Jackson will throw again. And that's off the mark, incomplete. He was looking for Mark Ingram there. And it's 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Taco Charlton able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now it's Jackson, forced out to his left. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time, doesn't work out. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Hey, 180! Go back to 48 right now. Let's go. All right, T, let's go. All right, T.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think you may want to keep them cranking high right here.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is...
Then he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kalen Ballage, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. And the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson and some space here. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Play 20! Come to my world! We want it! Come to my world!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Again, it's Balaj. Oh, he's got a little daylight. We are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. And they will take a knee here. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Going to give this time to the tailback. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take? And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Vince Beagle coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Right, 80! 57 to Mike. Here we go, here we go.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot almost like if you said baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time, and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that, and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.